I'm going to be answering your questions. I will try and do as many as I possibly can. I don't think I'm going to get to all of them in one single video. There's literally over 100, so apologies if I mess up your name. I'm very terribly sorry. Fat Jan, you got Michonne as your icon. I get you. Hello, Officer Friendly and Sister. Will you guys be posting reviews, reactions of Fear the Walking Dead? I do plan to at the moment. At this very moment in time, yes, I do plan to. Lainey Love, hello. Thank you for doing a Q&A. We need more females like yourself doing reviews of The Walking Dead. I agree, ladies, help me out. I can only do so much. I love Carol. She's my second favorite character next to Michonne, but do you think Carol may be turning to the dark side? She really used Rick's trip to Crazy Town for her own personal agenda. Do think, yes, that she's going a little bit. I do think that she's kind of on the wrong side of the rails, if you know what I mean. I don't really like what Carol's turning into. I really don't. I mean, I love her when she's being, you know, like the strong woman that is like helping people and doing like great things, but when she's threatening to kill children and all that, I can't get behind it. So yeah, I do think she's down south and not in a good way. Taco Brenton, Michonne from the comics or Michonne from the TV series? It's such a hard question. Both. I love them both too much. There's a lot of differences between the two, and I don't love one version less than the other. Whoa. I think that's supposed to technically be skyscrapers, but there's Z's instead of S's. There's 3 questions. Who do you think will die in Series 6? Who do you want to die in Series 6? Ow, did you hear that? Who do you want to see more of in Series 6? I think Glenn, Carol, Daryl, Jesse, that Nicholas dude, they're all kind of up there for that. Who do you want to die in Series 6? Nicholas, Jesse. Some of them Alexandria people, I just can't hang with them, man. I don't want the wolves. I don't want anything to happen to those wolves yet. I'm too intrigued. I don't want them to die yet. I want them to do something cool. And who do you want to see more of in Series 6? Michonne, Carl, and Aaron, my little baby. I love Aaron. Lord Stark. 2 parts. Weapon of choice in the apocalypse, an axe. I would wield that thing like nobody's business, because I don't have to worry about getting ammunition for it, and it's a blade, and it's handheld, and it's perfect, basically. And will you marry me? Sure, I will. Senpai Guild, if you had to choose one villain from The Walking Dead to be your partner for the apocalypse, who would it be? Hands down, Negan. I would live forever. I just saw some of Negan in the new issues of the comics and I fell out of my chair because he's like only in a towel and just, oh my god. Anyway, TCPG Blizzard. Now that The Walking Dead is finished for the season, what, if anything, do you plan on doing in the meantime, video making wise? I mean, and will you be reacting to Game of Thrones? Cheers. Cheers right back to you, mate. That was really stupid, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess just the random things that I do in the meantime is what I'll be doing. I only react to The Walking Dead on this channel. I know people have asked me quite a few times, but I only react to Walking Dead here. And I'm really behind on Game of Thrones, actually. I'm like 2 seasons behind, so ouch. Baron, TF2, MVM, if you had the chance to kiss Norman or Andrew, who would it be? Andrew all the way, and I would prefer it if he were scruffy when it happened so that I could feel his beard all over my face. That's exactly what I want. WTV, Walker TV, if you had the choice to kill one person that's alive in the show now, who would it be? And out of all the characters that have died, which character would you bring back? I would kill Nicholas for Merle. Jesse Redfield, do you still love me? Of course I do. I will only stop loving you if you be really mean to me or something like that. Chris, I'm so sorry. 10th season everything. Chris, I'm sorry, you're here a lot too, I feel so bad. What dead character from the TV show would you have loved to see stick around longer? Tyrese! It was not time for him to go yet. I desperately wish he was back here. Talia should have a cool Walking Dead related name for her cameos. She totally should. but that's on her, and she's rarely ever around. I mean, I rarely ever see her. Take it up with her. Jasper Harris, what's your opinion on the Green family? Weapon of choice, I answered already. And are you glad Pete is dead? I love the Green family. They are the sweetest little family that ever was. Actual angels in the apocalypse. Are you glad that Pete is dead? On one hand, yes, because he was a piece of trash, and on the other hand, he prevented Rick and Jesse from happening, so it's like a toss-up. Captain Rupert Q&A. In the show, you have Rick as your icon. In the show, would you like to see Glenn live to all-out war and have an actual relationship with Negan? It would be a little inside joke for the comic fans. Sure, I'm for any situation where Glenn does not die in Negan's presence, so I'm all for it. Okay, Gunnar Hicks, I can't decide between these two. Which of these two is better? Just pick the one you like best. I'll answer both. Why not? What would you do if you were bitten by a walker in a non-removable location? I would kill myself. Hopefully I had a gun or something like that. I would kill myself. And what about a loved one? I would do what needed to be done and then promptly kill myself. I would basically just kill myself in general. What episode next season do you think the herd will bust through? I say mid-season finale. I'm with you on that. I also think that's probably the best episode to go about it. Do you think Carl will get his eye shot out? Maybe. I mean, it's a good percentage of a possibility. I do think that something big will happen with Carl next season. What I'm saying is, I think there's, a big change will happen for him next season. Tony Beltran, do you think the wolves will attack Alexandria in the season 6 premiere? I don't think it'll be the premiere. I don't see it happening in the premiere. I think that the wolves will probably have something to do with the herd, actually, because they are storing them in those big trucks. Owen McGuire, I'm so sorry, I don't know if that's right or not. Who's your favorite character besides Rick? Michonne. Do you think Rick's group will get kicked out of Alexandria? No, if anything, they will take it over, I think. Who do you think the wolves will kill? Glenn, Carol, Daryl, anybody really? Character do you hate the most? The governor. He is literally the worst. Mark Champagne, hi Officer Friendly, my question for you is, now that Pete is dead and Jesse will fall into Rick's arms, who's your second choice for a Michonne love interest? As for me, I think Morgan would be awesome with Michonne. I'm with you. If she were to be with anyone other than Rick, for me, I would prefer it to be Morgan. Really like her, really want her and Rick, but if they really are going to take it away from me, then I will accept Morgan. Mr. Xenomorph123, hey Officer Friendly, love your reaction vids. My question is, what role, thank you. My question is, what role do you think you'd most fit in a group of survivors in a zombie apocalypse? Be like Night Watch, like sit up all night and watch for things. That'd be what I would do. Pixie Girl 999, I'd like to know how long you've been a fan of The Walking Dead. Were you exposed to it prior to the show, or was your interest peaked after the show? It was after, and I've been a fan for at least a year and a half. It hasn't been too awfully long, actually. What other graphic novels / TV shows would you recommend to someone that's a fan of The Walking Dead? I mean, the only other, supernatural comics that I read are the Constantine ones. So if you haven't read those are great. As for TV shows, I mean, I don't know. The Walking Dead's the only one that I watch of that kind of a caliber, so. Lastly, what is your real name? Shady is my real name. That's how you say it, in case you wondered. Chris Easton, my question is, do you think Morgan can reignite humanity in Rick? Since it seems that's why Morgan is back in the story at this point. I mean, I hope. I feel like that's probably one of the main reasons Morgan is back, so I hope he can. I mean, if Morgan can't do it, we've lost all hope. Callum Fitzgerald answered the first question. What character do you think is the most like you or was in The Walking Dead? Love your channel. Thank you very much. Ironically, I think I'm the most like Daryl. We have a lot in common when it comes to past trauma and stuff, and we're both loner types people. I don't really like to hang around a lot of people, like, ever. Like to be on my own and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, funnily enough, I'm the most like Daryl, I think. Aj84, hey Officer Beautiful. Hello. How did you get into The Walking Dead? My mother, she literally would not shut up about it, and so I was like, let's see what all the hype's about, and then I started to watch it, and I never stopped. If AMC contacted you for an audition for it, and if you got the role for many seasons to come, would you do it? Of course I would. I would have to be the stupidest human alive not to take a part on The Walking Dead. Specifically, I would love to be one of Negan's wives, so AMC, if you could, holla at your girl. Big Kev 619 SD, hello. What kind of group would you like to be in during the zombie apocalypse? I would be in a bad group. I would be in a villain group because, villains are way more fun, so. Just awesome 2323, how long would you last and how would you change in the zombie apocalypse, like point of view and etc. I will give you an expectation and reality answer. Expectation, I would last a long time and I would become a very bad person. I don't imagine, I feel like my morals and my mind and everything would be screwed up, so. But reality, I would last like 2 seconds and the only change I would make would be into a zombie, so. Oh no! See, I can't pronounce these names. Tuyet Mufiet? So. How tall are you? I'm 5'9". I'm pretty tall, actually. I'm quite a tall lady. Your go-to snack food? Spicy nacho Doritos are literally my blood in my veins. Like, that is how I live. What state do you live in? My guess is Kentucky or Tennessee. Close. Well, I was born in Tennessee, actually. I'm from Virginia, though. So, you're very close. You were, like, right on the dot, though. Zaria Hudson, what TWD villain do you hate the most? The Governor. He is, like, slime on Earth. He is so awful. I hate him. Anthony Jackson, do you think that AMC will take the chance of killing off a character that has not died in the comics yet? Keep up the good work, thank you. Yes I do, because they killed Andrea and she's still alive in the comics, so I'm sure they'd do it again. Big Boss, Big X Boss XX1, what are some of your favorite TV shows to watch? Would you ever film reactions to them? American Horror Story, Outlander, Hell on Wheels, Mad Men, and I mean, I wouldn't film them and put them up here because, as I said, this is a Walking Dead channel, but, I mean, I don't know. Shane's World, if you could be a character from The Walking Dead, who would that be and why? Michonne, because she is, like, queen of everything, and I'd do a lot of things to be that woman. I mean, she's immaculate. I love her. By the way, I love your American accent. Thank you. A lot of people hate this accent, so thank you for liking it. Bethy Pirate, who's your favorite character besides Rick and Michonne? Coral. Sawyer fan, favorite character on TV series more than comic version? Rick. Do you think it will be Glenn that meets his end with Negan's bat? No, I think it will be someone else. Which comic characters are you hoping to see in season 6? There's quite a few. I mean, I know people are like, oh, Daryl's a lot like him, but he's not Paul Monroe, though, and I really want Paul. It's such a waste. Like, I know that we have Holly, but we haven't seen her yet, so give me Paul, and I will shut up about it. Alf the Elf, fandom madness, in parentheses. Have you ever met any of the Walking Dead cast members? I've met David Morrissey, the Governor, and he was such a lovely bloke. I love David. No, I haven't met any of them, unfortunately. I would love to. Specifically, Andy Lincoln and Denai Guerrera. I feel like I would be promptly taken out of the room, thrown into a police car, and charged with sexual assault. So maybe it's a good thing I haven't met them. That's gonna do it for me for this one. Don't worry if I didn't get to your question this time. I will definitely get it next time. They're gonna be right here. They're not going nowhere. It's very late at night. It's after midnight actually. So if I've been a bit on the softer side, it's because it's really late at night and I don't want to be loud. We'll see you in my next video. I'm Officer Friendly, over and out.